Welcome everyone to another video brought to you by Scottish 482. Welcome to episode 1 of CFC, which stands for Comments from the Clan. And basically I'm going to go to one of my videos, one of my rant videos, or it can be any real video, that's fine because it has some really great comments, and read a couple of comments from the clan and give my opinion on some of them. Now, I'll leave an annotation if you've just stumbled across this to the video that I'm going to be doing. It's called My Censorship, My Thoughts. And it got some very good response with a lot of great comments, and I thought, why not do a video on some of the comments and give my opinion on some of them. If you enjoy this video, I will continue the series, and we'll see what happens. So let's go to the video now and read some of the comments. Now, one of the first comments that came up here is from GamerMD83. It's fairly long. In fact, a lot of these ones are long, so I'm going to probably be out of breath. But here's what she says. She says, totally agree. I couldn't have said it better. The blame should not be on the game developers. It should be on the parents who are too late to check the kids' games first and go around to the pointing the friggin' fingers because their kids played GTA and went to a strip club. So annoying. Love your rants. By the way, you cracked me up with some of the things you said. Thank you very much, GamerMD. I'm glad you enjoyed my rant. And not much can be said except for thank you for agreeing with me. It's just, as I said in the video, I just get tired and shit of all these people who point the fingers over there when they should be pointing the fingers there. So that's a fairly good comment. Thank you for the comment, GamerMD. And thank you. And if you enjoy my rant, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks for letting me know you enjoyed my rants, because I will be doing another one fairly shortly. Now the next one is, now I apologise in advance if I butcher your comment, so your comment or your name, but I ain't going to pronounce this. I'm going to call you Mac. It's the first three letters, so I'm going to call you Mac. Okay, I'll attempt it. Mackie Mully Tunny. I'll call you Mac. But you left two comments actually. I think you left three actually, so we'll go to the first one that you left, and it was, I agree with you, but the problem is that the understanding of what children should see is totally different in Europe. BioWare could easily put full nudity in Dragon Age, and it would not have bothered the PG rating because there's such only pretty violence. So there would be still an 18 plus in Germany, so I'm assuming you're from Germany. I just didn't realize I had a German fan. Thanks. In America, there would be an adult only and a flick you could practically nowhere but at anyone, nowhere but by anyone, anywhere. Sorry, I butchered it. So America, they can be too sensitive of nudity in language. In Europe, it's much more better. You made some very good valid points there, and I do agree with you a lot of things. Most places in Europe aren't too fussed about nudity and all that for kids and all that, because if you look at places like Amsterdam, places like Germany, even though the stereotypical German thing I want to say right here, and some other places, a lot of people aren't too fussed if their kids see nudity. But it's a little different over here in Scotland, primarily because we're part of the United Kingdom. The rating system is UK rating, and primarily that's focused on English, and English are dead prudish, and children cannot see that. But you made a very good valid point there that the rating system in Europe is different from the rating system in America. But you have to think, a lot of these companies are either based in America or Canada, and America is the biggest gaming market that they're aiming for. Even though they go for a worldwide audience, most of their money will come from America because Americans are the biggest gamers. For certain genres and all that, I may be stereotyping, but it's just in my opinion. But he made some very valid points, so they have to try and accompany it to acceptable levels for everyone, not just like a European. If they were just to make a game and inspire it on Europe, then they'd be able to show full frontal nudity and would have no problem with it over here. There would be some people who would go, oh, they can't see that, but a lot of people agree with in Europe with the art that there should be restrictions. So you made some very good points there, and I'm glad you left a comment. Thank you very much. Now you also left another comment, which I will now read, and there's actually an extension for your other comments. You had a lot to say about this. My problem is the youth protection in Germany also censor games, but in my opinion, if it's rated 18 plus should be everything, because as soon as you don't give a game an 18 plus, it is no longer doing youth protection, because you are legally with 18 here, and you should be able to make your own decisions about that shit. But in general, parents should just be interested in their kids' hobbies and TV shows, and just shut the fuck up and don't have a clue about what they're talking about. Very valid point there. I will agree with that. If it says 18 plus on it, it should be for 18 plus on it. I have played 18-year-old games since I was 14, 15, 16. My mum always bought the games, and it didn't fuck me up. But I completely agree with you what you've said there. And a lot of parents do need to read the back of the box and see what it contains. And if it says 18 plus on it and your kid is 16, don't get them the fucking game. But the only problem is that won't stop a kid. I can be a prime example of this. The kids will pester, they will moan at their parents to get the game, and they just have to be strong. And a lot of them will just say, "Oh fuck, I'll get you the fucking game. Just shut the fuck up." But also, no matter how much you try and say you can't get the game, the child will find a way to get the game, whether they use their own pocket money to rent the game and hide it from you, or even if they get it a loan off a friend. You never know, maybe we'll end up going to the terms where, "Oh, can you go in and buy that game for me? I'll give you 40, I'll give you 50 quid and keep the tenner." And a random adult goes in to get it, because over here we've got a problem with people buying booze and alcohol, where they're just asking some random adult to go in and get them stuff. So eventually it might go with that with games as well. Hopefully it doesn't get that bad, but we'll have to wait and see. So very good comment, very valid points, and I completely agree with you there. Now there's actually a response comment after this, but I'm going to go with the comment above. I blame the game developers for not having the balls to do what they want. I see no difference between a movie and game. You don't see that kind of censorship in movies that you in games, and a whole lot easier to see nudity in movies and games. And then the reply comment to this, which comes from GamerMD83, is it's not really the developers though. It's actually the production company that don't let them go anything that might not sell and give them a bad reputation. So Leon MD 1975, you made a very good valid point there that a lot of movies aren't as censored as games, but GamerMD actually corrected you there. Even though the game developers have free range to make the games, it's the game publishers that have the final say. You see, let's say Dragon Age, for example, did have full frontal nudity. Full nudity, uncensored. I don't think EA would have published it, because primarily EA started in the sports industry, sports games, if memory serves me. So EA have a reputation, but so does BioWare. BioWare's reputation is a role-playing company. EA is a publisher. They can't release as a family-friendly publisher. So they can't have a game having full boobs and dangling cocks everywhere. So very good point. But the only problem is movies have the same trouble as well. It's easier to stop a child to go and see an 18-year-old movie than it is for them to buy an 18-year-old game. But it isn't the game developers' problems. If the game developers had free range and the publishers didn't mind, we would have really amazing games by now, but it is the publishers that make the final say. If a game company can't get published, they can't make money, and they can't do what they want. So BioWare have to listen to the publisher as well as themselves. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But as for movies have the exact same trouble as games. Some movies have had bits cut out and removed, and in other countries have even been banned. For example, I've never seen this film and I don't want to see this film. It's called The Human Centipede. Human Centipede. I saw the trailer of it and it is fucked up and has been banned in several countries. And I don't know why, but I think I understand why it's been banned. But movies have the same problems as games as well, in my honest opinion, because a lot of movies get a lot of bad flack for showing stuff that shouldn't be. It's like the stereotype thing. But in my opinion, movies are just art forms. For example, I don't know if this is like a rule in Hollywood, but the black guy always dies first. I'm sorry, that's just I don't know what it is. Anytime I see a horror film, it's either the black guy that dies first or the stereotypical blonde bimbo. Is it an unwritten rule? Yeah, I don't know. But very good comment, Leon MD. Really appreciate it, thank you. And let's move up to the last 3 comments. Now this one comes from GamerMe89. LOL, LOL, laughing out loud, glad I made you laugh. Brilliant dude, you made like 8 valid points throughout the video. I am totally in agreement with you and how people need to shut the fuck up and read the back of the box, or even just the front of it. I think I especially agree with you since I'm a college for video. I'm in college for game design right now, and having sensors on what you can do is more like a ball and chain that. Oop, eek, I closed it. That precious measures. Well, good on you. That's what I'm aiming to do as well. I'm aiming to go to college and be a game developer, hopefully. But you made some very valid points there. I kind of see where you're going. Good luck in your game design. I hope you get there. And all I can say is good luck on you. Hopefully, censorship does clear up by the time you become a game designer. And if you ever need a guy to review, I'm here. But hopefully, you've made some. I'm glad you agree with me and a lot of the other stuff you've said. So thank you so much. And it will end up being a ball and chain for a lot of the times in the future for you. I hate to say it. Even for me, I'm aiming to get into game development as well. But as I say, I feel your pain. That once you're in the game development company, uh, you're going to have a ball and chain on censorship. So that's a bit of a shame. And good luck to you. And I will feel your pain hopefully in a few years. But nothing much else can be said there, but thanks for the comment, gamer. And let's move on to this. Now, this one also comes from Mac. I read somewhere a few weeks ago that you cannot buy an adult-only game anywhere in the US because all distributors and big retailers refuse to sell them. Also, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo don't license adult-only rated games for consoles, so that is not like they have a fear. What did you say there? Also, just don't license it. Yeah. 8 adult only for no reason. They literally would not be able to sell the game because nobody would be willing to retail it. In the US, you can splatter innocent people's blood and gore, but as soon as you show a half-naked woman, they go crazy. You've made some very good points. I'll give you that, Mac. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are very, very tight on their rules. That's why not a lot of third-party game developers or game developers in general go to Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo for publishing alone, because they are very strict as well. Now, in America, they might have that problem. Like some retailers will refuse to sell a game because of its adult-only content. But over in here in Scotland, we don't have that problem. Our game stores sell every game under the sun. They sell every game under the sun, so we can get any game we want here. So that's kind of good. But I feel the pain for a lot of these game developers who make an absolutely amazing game, and they can't get it published by the big Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo because they're all like, oh no, Sony and Microsoft. I don't see the point. They're a computing company. They need to sell stuff like that. Nintendo, understandable. Nintendo is primarily a family game retailer. They do have a lot of other ones, but primarily like Mario, Zelda. They're primarily a child and family-friendly company. Sony and Microsoft, they should just publish the games that will make them money. If they were this sketchy about, as you say there, you can splatter innocent people's blood, but you can't show a half-naked woman. There's no point in that, in my opinion. It's absolutely bullshit. Let's take an example. Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, you're at war. Yeah, that's fine. You can go kill innocent people. Halo as well. You kill aliens. They've got no problem with you killing anal. Sorry, killing aliens because they're not humans. Racist. It is racist. You can show an alien getting his head splattered, but you show a human getting his head splattered, and that's okay as well. But then, of course, you can't show a half-naked body. What the fuck? It's stupid, and it makes no sense. And I completely agree with you there. People go absolutely fucking crazy if a person sees a naked body, when in actual fact, every 13-year-old's probably seen a naked body. All you need to do is type it in Google. So Mac, you made some very interesting points, and you are very, very right in a lot of them, so thank you for putting them down there. And there is one more comment. It does say, do a John Cena rant, lol, from the reluctant hero. I might do a WWE rant, no a John Cena rant. But I just want to say thank you again for all the comments, and all of them were very positive, no negatives, and all were agrees from me. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed this little video I've done, and I may do more of these if you want. So thank you very much, Clan, again for leaving the comments. I will continue to do these CFCs, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thank you again for leaving a comment. Please don't hesitate to comment down below, tell me what you thought of this video as well. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. If you didn't enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to click the thumbs down button. And of course, if you want to see more videos like these, please don't hesitate to click that subscribe button above my head. And as always, this is Scottish Warrior 82, and I'm seeing you all later. Mwah.